One day at the end of August, I went to my cousin's house. There, I asked him if he wanted to play Minecraft PE with me. He said sure. So we went into my world. I really wanted to show him my world that I built a humongous mansion. And I gotta say, it was pretty impressive to other people. He was very impressed by my building skills. I took a tour of the mansion with him, and sooner or later, we got bored. Or shall I say, eventually, we got bored. So we went to a faraway mountain, and we started blowing stuff up there, just for the fun of it, and tried to destroy the mountain. I went back to the mansion, but this time it was on fire. I told my cousin to come immediately to help me put it out. We put it out successfully, but I investigated and I found out that the fire had came from inside. So we tested this again, and sure enough, it lit on fire again, except we weren't able to put the whole thing out. There was lava everywhere. I have a picture of it still, and I have the world. I was very angry, but yet again very curious to see if this was who I thought it was. And I know for a fact that my cousin didn't do any of this. He was by me the whole time in Minecraft and in real life playing the game. A day later, I went to my other cousin's house along with my cousin that saw what happened to my world. My other cousin got his friends, and we went into the world. More things got destroyed. We built test houses, and they got destroyed. Sure enough, they believed me, because they didn't believe me of what happened. So we were just making test houses, and each house got destroyed in different ways. Until I saw a sign that actually had words on it that no one placed. It read, "Die, die, die, die," and so on. I was very scared of what this meant. Apparently, whoever wrote the sign wants someone dead. I asked everyone if they placed that sign. No one said they did. No one said they didn't. I put a sign down and kind of left a reply saying, "What do you want from me?" My game crashed. I went back on. My sign changed its words, and it said, "Your life." Now, I was very scared at that time. I left another reply saying, whoever's doing this, get out now. It replied, "This is my land." And so on, we had a conversation. I got so scared that we moved to worlds. I moved to show my castle world. That was a really big mistake. I was hoping my castle world would actually end up being an adventure map. Very low chance now, considering that there's nothing left of it but rubble. When I got there, the thing followed me. All of my cousin's friends and my two cousins were by me. 'Cause we saw something in the distance, but we didn't know what it was. When we looked back, 2 houses were on fire. It's not even possible for that even to happen. I walked under the flag by the wall of my castle. My cousin was behind me and one of my other cousin's friend. They said that the castle flag lit on fire just as I walked under it. and it was gone. They tried to put the fire out, but then I saw with my own eyes a flag that hasn't been touched yet light on fire. I went to the flag immediately, and whatever left. So when we went away, it eventually was gone. The whole castle started to wither away, or shall I say explode. Multiple things had happened to that castle. So I was scared. And I put on a sign, "Is this herobrine?" And he said, "You want to fight?" I don't know what that means, but I don't know how he could fight. This world is on creative. And I don't know why he put that sign down. I think it was just one of my cousins trying to scare me. But this is a more expected reply from herobrine. It read something in Swedish. I don't know what it still means. But at that same time, I didn't get the chance to even make out what the word spelled with symbols though. When I logged back on, the sign was gone, and there was a sign that saying "Go to hell." I said, "Get out of our land." And there was a bunch of blank signs. And as I said this sign on the sign, "Herobrine, show yourself." Something scared me. I looked the direction, which is, I don't know how fortunate I am to be able to take this picture. I looked away to an island, and then my cousin screamed, and that made me press the power and home button. I took a snapshot. I went to delete it, but luckily we saw something in the distance. A Steve with white eyes. It had been confirmed that this was herobrine. But here's where the story gets interesting. I went to my cousin's friend's world, and as I was going there, I made a house. But later, we found this shrine. None of us could even afford to build it, so we took it. We took the gold from it. And as we were doing that, stuff started to light on fire. My house exploded. And I got so scared that I didn't even want to play my iPad anymore with Minecraft PE on it. And that just ended my wanting to see Herobrine again. I fear him now. Going into my worlds. I don't fear him as if I was scared of him. He's just a Minecraft thing. But what's really scary is that he can place all these signs that actually scare you in real life. What scares me is that my hard work is going to go to waste, like my old adventure map. But anyway, 8 months later, February 2015, I looked in the old world again to find nothing, except I did find something. The world itself was, every time I logged out, I went back on Minecraft, it was changing megabytes and gigabytes and stuff. Like, every time I refreshed my Minecraft, it had a new gigabyte symbol. So I went on it out of curiosity, and I found that someone was building on it, and I wasn't even in the world at that time. I found many structures, including signs that threatened me. But the weirdest thing was, I found a hole by the edge of the world, because this world was created a long time ago, before infinite worlds were invented on Minecraft PE. So what I did was, I was curious. I went down it, knowing that I wouldn't die. But there was water down. It was a long drop to bedrock. There was 2 tunnels. I walked up, and one said heaven or hell. I don't know how that got there, but I didn't even want to investigate what it was. So I later got an Instagram account, my first one for my YouTube channel. I posted it on my Instagram, and yeah, that is my story though of my herobrine experience. Now you will see the pictures that I have of the destruction and herobrine himself. Here they are.